Hi, and welcome to the Birth Arts International podcast. My name is Demetria Clark, and I will be your host today, talking about all things birth. Okie dokie, so let's talk about an issue that's really, really important to remember as we are going through our birth work and our development of our practice. And that is the power of networking among birth workers. So, have you ever struggled with feeling lonely as a birth worker? Even though you work to build really meaningful one on one, deep relationships with families, it can be really easy to miss out on something just as important. And that's genuine community with peers who truly understand this work, the highs, the lows, the hard days, and everything in between. I can't count how many times a simple, heartfelt conversation with another birth worker has really sparked a new idea, offered comfort during a tough moment, or reminded me that I'm not walking this path alone. If it's been a while since you've connected with another birth worker, consider this a little nudge in the right direction. Now is a great time to reach out. We have a wonderful student group, so definitely participate in that. We also have connection calls. You can always hop on those or listen to those later. Sometimes, even just listening to one of those calls can make you feel like you're not alone. All right, so why does networking matter? So, community isn't a buzzword, it's essential to sustaining ourselves in this work. And here's why these connections can matter so much: emotional support. Birth work carries an emotional weight. There's something deeply comforting about being heard by someone who truly understands. Sharing resources, from new research and favorite tools to referrals during busy seasons. Connection means you don't have to figure it out all on your own. You can hear other people's opinions and ideas about tools or programs that they use. Collaboration opportunities, partnering on advocacy efforts can help expand your reach and bring fresh energy into your work. Personal growth. Peers often help us reflect, grow, and stretch. Sharing experiences builds confidence, sharpens skills, and sparks creativity. So, here are some simple ways to start your network. Join online groups or local groups. These can be business groups, birth worker business groups. You can start one that meets once a month, attend workshops and conferences. So, our courses are intentionally designed to foster connection, not just education. But if you on your side are not reaching out and letting us know when you need something or when you need some connection or mentorship or something like that, you aren't going to have that need met. So you're going to have to start advocating for yourself too, in that way and in your community. So many of our communities that are formed in our classroom, people who've been to workshops together or met through our student group who are near each other, actually end up working together and supporting each other. Embrace the mentorship of the group. If you're new, reach out when you need an experienced opinion. There's lots of students who generously share, so take advantage of that and then be that for someone else later. You don't have to do this alone. Being part of a supportive network makes you more resilient, more informed, and far less likely to burn out. Before carrying the next tough case by yourself, pause and reach out. Share what you're learning, ask for perspective, offer encouragement. These are some things that you can do to help others and to help yourself. Sometimes working with impactful conversations are not only going to be inspiring, but assistive and helpful as we go on our journey. If you're looking for a more structured way to connect, we have the mentorship program. You can obviously look into that. But it's not just about education and business and money. Networking is about connection and resiliency in the profession. We truly rise by lifting one another. Your voice, your experience, and your presence matters. If you want to connect, please get in on the student group and connect. Talk to each other. Be supportive to each other. I noticed that in this age of seemingly more and more aggressive social media interactions that students are pulling back on some of their interactions in the student group. And just to let you know, I don't allow that kind of behavior. So if people start tearing each other down, I'm going to put a stop to it because that's not what this is here for. It is here for all of us to learn together. Now, sometimes learning can be painful when we're in our networking roles and we learn something or we accidentally step on someone's toes, but that doesn't mean you stop. That means you learn and you grow from that experience. So networking is a really valuable tool. You can also do things like join your chamber of commerce if you want to connect with adjunct professionals in your community. Some businesses don't like you just walking in being like, hey, I'm a doula, you're a massage therapist, let's connect. They're in the middle of a busy day. So meet them at these kind of events. They're social events, they're more low key, and that's where some real connections are made. So thanks for listening and have a wonderful day.